Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into the Nexus Gaming Series. We are here in our Heroic Division matchup, and on the left-hand side, we're going to be having the members of Archon. Little Bex will be on the Deckard Cain. We're going to have JTR on the Greymane. Virtuoso is going to be on that Johanna. Midnight Haze is on the Cassia, and Deathwing will be played by Fatal Rampage. Over in the red, we're going to be seeing the members of Babymakers. We'll see Marbuckle on the Dahaka. This is going to be Freckle Bob on the Stukov, Paper Tanks on the Sylvanas. We've got Deshables, I believe is how you say their name, on the Varian, and Deadwish, lastly, on that Li Ming. Let's go ahead and check out our level 1s and see what our first engagement will be looking like through bottom lane. I didn't do this. I didn't check the team squads. Let me do that really quickly, but I know you're going to all hang out right now. That's okay. We got it on the right side. Sometimes the players do swap sides, so I was like, oh, wait, do I have Archon on the correct side? I absolutely do. Either way, let's go ahead and continue to get into this as we just hang out in our game 1 in our second best of 3. Hostile being hostile. Who would have ever thought? My apologies. Sorry, I was tabbing out to... oh my god. To get rid of automod in Twitch. I can't talk. Dear lord. Woo! Yeah. Imagine hostile being hostile. What? Crazy. Sylvanas is hanging out in top lane with Stukov. Is going to be able to grab this camp. Is Fatal Rampage might check this out? No, we still have Marbuckle just soloing against this Deathwing and doing a great job of freezing out the lane, not trying to clear this super quickly, pulling the lane around a little bit. Deathwing goes for the onslaught, won't connect. A little bit of the incinerate as well as that AoE around him. Greymane, he's going for the camp up in the top lane, or he's looking to help out this Deathwing who is getting pushed in quite heavily. Over in the bottom lane, Impaler camp will be coming through, and our announcement for the objective phase is going to be in about a minute or so, and in a minute and a half we'll have the actual contest. Until then, it's going to be trying to force in these camps and find a little bit of pre-siege through the lanes. Why on earth does Automod not like F off? Hi, Swift. How you doing? I don't know why Automod's like, okay, one of you capitalized it, that's an Automod. One of you did it in lowercase, that's an Automod. Like, do better, Twitch. On many other things, but also fix your Automod. But probably should prioritize the other stuff a little bit more, as fours will be achieved on both sides. Our objective phase is up fairly soon. And looking like pretty good camp timing from both these sides on the Fallen Shamans as JTR jumps on, starts slashing his way through this camp with Little Bex throwing out some potions here and there. You should have seen us play Mario Kart last night. No, we played Mario Kart like before we all went to bed. We were just playing in the living room. Literally, there was like, the three of us, we basically got top 3. Like, I think I got 3rd place, I think Haley got 2nd, and Hostile got 1st. But there was like a 1-point difference between 1st and 2nd. Like, it was 52 points to 51 points for 1st and 2nd. It was some good Mario Karting last night. That was a fun time. I think there was one time when I threw out a green shell, and it just like happened to bounce right into Haley, and I was like, and she was just like, oh, what hit me? And I was like, tee tee. Fallen Shaman camp is going to be able to push in through bottom lane on the side of Archon, and will find the fort front gate. Greymane clearing things out in top, but the tower shots will target onto the Fallen Shaman, so that actually speeds things up for Greymane. He's able to get down into this engagement, and we actually have a little bit of a taunt from the Variant coming out. The Haka burrows under the ground, and first blood is going over to the side of Babymaker. Excuse me. Yeah, over to the side of Babymakers. Rampage able to get away here. I was thinking that the Deathwing would go down, but the Immortal Race is still on. Midnight Haze trying to put in the pressure. Deadwish and friends trying to do the same. It's going to be a close race between these teams, but it is going to be Belith living with 1,039 HP, which will be turning into that shielding. Belith gaining some HP as we are going to see him jump into the bottom lane. I said, but I'd...
Not.
All right, there we go. Immortal through bottom lane. Belith pushing on in. Let's see what kind of value he can bring to the table already. We had that pre-siege through the bottom with the Fallen Shaman camp. Excuse me, through the top for the Fallen Shaman camp. But that was actually... I'm sorry, I'm reading it backwards. It was this gate that went down. Regardless, it was the Greymane clearing out top. That doesn't matter. Fort front gate goes down. Taunt from Varian. Joanna taking quite a bit of damage, working her way through those potions, and Virtuoso will be able to live here. The toe of Varian will get caught by that scrollless ceiling of Deckard Cain, but he pops the parry, and he's able to just mitigate some of the Greymane dive damage. Looking at the Deathwing versus Dahaka really quickly, also checking out what their level 7s are. We do have that Feeding Frenzy for the Dahaka as Joanna once again eats a big combo. Marbuckle comes in with this Brush Stalk, and that's going to be a Deckard Cain going down. Can they find more kills? Virtuoso getting low. Midnight goes down. Virtuoso goes down, and we are looking at a solid...
Quadra kill.
No! I meant to push the spot.
Triple kill!
Sorry. Horrible casting. NA production. Triple kill still going over to the side of Baby Makers, and it's going to be 4-0 in kills in favor of said Baby Makers, with our objective phase probably not far off from being announced already. Baha, good to see and hear you. Thank you so much. Thank you. How are you doing today, my friend? How are you doing, Lodvar? NA production 323, yes. We actually had the person that, when that happened... I've actually, we've chatted with them, it's just like when CCL came about, like, they were like, oh hey, like I used to do like HCC observation. I was like, really? And they were like, yeah, it was the 323. And I was like, holy shit, really? I got to chat with that dude. Nice guy, actually super, super nice guy. I forget what it was. It was basically like, I think like, it was like the weirdest series of events. Like, I think they like dropped the keyboard, it paused the game, and it managed to like hit enter 323 and enter game. It was something weird. Like it was like the most weird series of events that could have possibly happened. Like good times, good times. It's like a really weird. The level 7 on Li Ming. The level 7 on Li Ming is going to be the Seeker. If 3 missiles hit the same target, the third one deals an additional 207 damage. This is fairly popular, I would say. I think like I see a lot of magic missile build, but like Aether Walker at level 1, this was buffed like, God, I feel like it was buffed like 6 months ago, maybe a little bit longer ago than that. And I think like some of the patch notes were there basically just like, please, is this enough for you to take Aether Walker? We see it a lot more often on Battlefield of Eternity because of the value, I believe, around the magic missiles. Teleport cast, or excuse me, the teleportation value. If Li Ming hasn't taken damage in the last 3-second teleports, cooldown is decreased by 2 seconds. Casting teleport causes Li Ming's next cast of magic missiles deal 10% bonus damage. So there's a lot of really nice value into that. But I'm sorry, as I say all of that, the Baby Makers are going to get hit right in the Baby Maker.
Triple kill!
To the side of Archon right now, and they shred through Bel's health pool. But that will be... No, they actually already had the 50% mark, so that is going to be the full Immortal phase going over to the side of our Baby Makers. Or excuse me, over to the side of Archon. When will we know that you and Grubby are casting again? I do not know. They have not announced who the casters are. Maybe they'll get rid of us, and it's just going to be Logan and Bandit. I mean, they're cheaper, they're easier to work with. I'm a pain in the ass. I'm the biggest diva on the planet. Like, the moment we go to commercial break, I'm just swearing up a storm, and Joseph has to calm me down. Jules has to come in and threaten me by saying, we'll replace you. We'll replace you with Bandit. So we'll see. Yeah, bye-bye, everyone. It's going to be Logan. I don't know. They haven't announced any CCL stuff like that, so I don't even think the production crew has been decided. But oh my God, we have a huge condemn. Thinking that I was going to set up a little bit more right there. I thought Greymane would be able to play off of that, but the ball lightning goes out. It's going to be a traded kill, Joanna for the Sylvanas, and this top lane fort is going to be going down. Immortal will fall, but actually I called that too early. Wait, Tongue Drag going out, but Greymane comes in with the dice and the shred and the dice. Greymane comes in with the Razor Swipe and is able to cut his way through the enemy's side. Freckle Bob does go down to the Ghanaian cocktail through the gate, and that is going to be a double kill for the Greymane. Triple kill overall as Sylvanas just now respawns, and the counter siege through top lane is coming through on the side of Archon. Logan and Bandit casting. I hope so. Someone's got to pay the bills. Baha's a diva. Yes. But I can't do a diva cosplay stream because I don't want to take anything away from... Oh my god, I'm blanking on his name. Lobber. There we go. I was like, oh my god, who did the diva cosplay stream? Lobber. I don't think I could. I couldn't do it as well. I couldn't do it as well. Sorry. Diva main confirmed. God no. You all know I like the large lad, the big boy, the dunk master. Logan as in Grubby's dog? Yeah. That's as I said, to answer the question, I do not know. I have not been told. I don't think Grubby has been told. I don't think that conversation's been had between anyone yet. Huge cataclysm over the enemy side. Sets up a double kill. Deathwing actually finding the secondary kill into that Stukov, and then third into Varian. Things were looking really good for the side of, I was gonna say Randy Naiman, Baby Makers at the start of this game, but it's quickly falling apart in favor for Archon. What about a Kerrigan cosplay? 2,000 subs. What is it, like we have a Nova cosplay at 1,500? Or something like that, I forget. I forget what the joke was. You don't like the camp steal? I will be honest, I did not catch it. I didn't. Wasn't paying attention. I'm assuming you mean this fallen shaman camp over on the right hand side. Whew. So I'm sitting weird and my back was like, hey, you're sitting way too weird. Marbuckle's going to get blinded, going for the tongue drag. Bless Shield comes out from Joanna. There will be a taunt from Varian. Bellowing Roar from Deathwing, and that will be a kill into the Cassia. Greymane goes in, trying to find some throat. I guess he was going for the throat. That didn't sound very good. Anyways, things are quickly falling apart. Big stay a while and listen. Can Greymane make a play off of this? No, there was going to be a virulent reaction from the Stukov. No, he didn't actually. That was just going to be a taunt from the Varian, I do believe. That was what locked that person in place. I was like, wait a second. Hold on. We don't even have virulent reaction. Virtuoso trying to back off. There's a charge in from Varian. He did go that Warbringer at level 10, so he's got like a 4-second cooldown on charge. Virtuoso trying to just buy some time. Marbuckle going to be able to tap the bush and chase on in. And Virtuoso, did they go for it? Yeah, they did. They went Conviction, gaining 10% movement speed, increased to 20% while Condemn's charging up. Marbuckle shouldn't be able to get in here. That... Everybody has to report Virtuoso. Everybody get angry. They B-stepped. Clip it. Send it to NGS. Write an angry letter. Mail someone some postage. Jack will connect onto Deckard Kane, and that'll be a triple kill to the side of Baby Makers. They don't have the objective phase, but they are going to be able to clear things out and probably... No, I don't think they're going to be able to... Maybe it's like 50% fort. The fort will take damage, but I don't think it actually falls here. That's the thing I was trying to decide. Mail you loose Fritos? Yeah, please, please don't mail me loose Fritos. Please don't send me loose Fritos. I kindly request in the About section below, where I have my P.O. box, to kindly not send loose Fritos. I would very much appreciate it. Chat. Alright, Siege Camp through the bottom lane is available, and 16 talent here was gained over to the side of our blue team. Excuse me, over to our red team. Members of Baby Makers, and so at least with even talentiers they can find a level fight, but Dahaka being chased in top lane is going to be able to tap that bush, and he has the enhanced agility at level 1. So right now with 8 out of 10 stacks, I do believe he is at a little bit faster than mount speed. Yes, because he is at like 136. Yeah, that sounds right in my head. 136% when he taps a bush, so he's 6% faster than mount speed. His mount speed is 130. Lord kindly requests a warning, but does he get what he wants? I think not. Kage, what are you talking about? Why do you come in here and just start blabbing about nothing? What are you sending? Why are you pushing enter, Kage? Hi, bud. How you doing? Haloran got a warning today because we released a Nazebo video, so I thought of Haloran ahead of time before we released the video, and I gave him a warning. as a good person does. Joanna does go down from the big wombo out from the side of Baby Maker. Sorry. If you've never been to the stream, you just see me start just yelling at Kage. This is normal. This is normal. Don't think this is like a weird thing. Why am I pushing enter? Why are you pushing enter? Why are you typing the words and pushing enter? So you'll send me loose Doritos? Now here's the thing, if you send me loose Doritos, then I can just use them as like a taco topping, which I actually did for the tacos that I made on Sunday before I evacuated. I actually took pictures of it too. I was gonna show it to Alex Dids the next time I played games with him. Why is Kage typing? Maybe he's talked to text. You do make a good point, Wildfire. Never yell at Cage Corgi. That is true. That is true. You don't want to yell at Cage Corgi. I hope you're well today, Kage. It's good to see you, bud. I hope everything's well in the Kage world. So, even talent tiers, 11 to 11 in our kills. While we have even talent tiers, let's cycle through the other numbers because I don't think we've actually looked at those. Another objective will be going over the side of Baby Makers, but this time they'll be able to push with it. Or I guess actually the last one went over to the enemy side, which found about 75% of the fort. A little bit more than that, maybe 80, 85. I'm sure there's a way to do the math. Grubby would know. I hope you're doing well and safe. I am literally at Hostiles. I'm over at Hostiles. Tomorrow I drive up to Chico to meet back up with my neighbors and kind of have like a neighbor powwow. They also have like a really good friend that lives up in Chico, and he comes down to Tahoe all the time, so it's kind of gonna be a nice little like gathering. We're gonna do some barbecuing, play some yard games. It'll be a good time, and then Monday I come back down to Sac area, and then fingers crossed I pack up and go to Tahoe. Fingers crossed. It's because Garrett's really stinky. It's just a lot of damage being pushed in through the top lane. Marbuckle actually is going to get hit with the Blessed Shield. Deathwing comes in with the Cataclysm. Shield glares out from this Joanna. Varian does go down, and the top lane keep will fall. I showered this week, rude. I mean, I probably smell worse. No, they're wonderful people for putting me up. Sunday or yesterday? The demon's attack has failed. I mean, you know, we do our best. Alright, I'm reading chat for too long. I think the dogs smell better than us, realistically. Alright, so bottom lane camp will be grabbed, top lane is going to be traded out. Top lane does have consistent catapult pressure with no periodic catapults to match, as there is still a fort available. Curious really quickly how much catapult damage is being done. 308 per shot, that's 616 into structures as you double damage from catapults into structures. And the bottom lane, as there are a few members being shown into top, is going to be quickly put down by the side of JTR, who is chasing in way deep with a friendly team. I know Dahak is showing top, but I'm going to assume that Brush Talk is off cooldown. Yes. So Dahak flank in, that could have been terrifying. Where he would have flanked in could have been over here or this center bush area. Virtuoso anchoring for the friendly team, as we do have just a rotation back into top lane. Dahaka did push this up. 20s are up on both sides. Deathwing holding 20. I wonder what we're gonna get. Are we gonna get like the, what is it, like the Arrival of Gods, I think is the level 20, where you get all the level 7 talents? Oh, thank you, Mishi. Much appreciated. Thank you for all the kind words and messages. Holy jeez, Varian tries to make something happen right there, but is going to be instantaneously shredded. Fatal Rampage will be able to live, and Immortal Phase is going to be popping up. Top left and right. It's going to be on the left and the right-hand side, and these are going to be in race potential positions. Yes. It's actually, while we have 20s up, let's go ahead and just look at some APM during this time and see how things are going to be looking here. Virtuoso chases in, Decker Kane with a little bit of poke onto Marbuckle, and Midnight Haze chases out further. Li Ming continue to throw magic missiles and Arcane Orb combos in. Deathwing going to get hit with a few of those. Li Ming does have to blink away to get out of the lava burst. Greymane JTR on the left-hand side is doing phenomenal work on this Immortal. Might actually trigger out the halfway point And this is really good siege, or not siege, this is really good just shredding from the Greymane. Speaking of siege, actually, we are going to be seeing double catapults in top lane pushing through, and Varian's going to be down for the next 14 seconds. There's a possibility where Varian can come in, they can make a play into this, but it has to be instantaneous, and they also have to poke around this Immortal phase, and I don't think that's going to be an option for the side of our Babymaker members. Catapults will be on the core, and the race was actually extremely close. There's about, I mean, I say close, it's nearly 8,000, but still. That health pool got shredded quite quickly. Catapults in the top lane, let's take a look at these really quickly. They're not threatening onto core just yet, still pushing up into the wave, but Greymane will quickly clear that out, and we have an Immortal phase to push through top. How will things work out for the side of Archon? What value will they get from Alarian? Well, there's going to be a massive Bellerin Roar, a huge Stay Wild and Listen, Ball Lightning waking some enemy members up, Contagion, plus the Tongue Drag Virtuoso, unable to pop any buttons, but there is going to be the level 20 Indestructible as Varian utilizes the Warbringer level 10 to charge onto the Immortal to get closer, faster to set Immortal. A little bit of Skyfall from the Deathwing. Greymane poking onto the enemy side does have that Hunter's Blunderbuss, so they have the ability to splash past with their initial auto attack target, and you can see that Greymane has that Inner Beast up. You can see the little blue glow on his two weapons that signifies that Inner Beast is active, and he can continually poke in with that auto attack speed. I, honest to God, the most I've ever seen, and maybe it's because it's just in the custom lobbies, I literally saw it at one point just say infinite. I literally just say infinite. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of stacking onto the Greymane. He was able to sustain that. But here, it will expire. Unless he's... No, oh, no, it does expire. Marbuckle going for the tongue drag. Do they have the elongated tongue? Because that seems like it's just a few extra pickles, oh my god. Pixels longer than necessary. I guess I got food on the brain. Isolation goes out onto this Deathwing. And it is Contagion at level 20. So the Deathwing isn't really going to be affected by the Isolation. But that can still splash to nearby targets. Good pushing through the top lane for the side of Archon. They find the fort and a little bit of the keep front, oh my god. They get the keep front gate and about 50%, a little bit less than that of the keep in top lane. But a chase, counter chase is coming out. Marbuckle has the speed, not enough. I guess that's it. Are they just running into the enemy side core? This seems a little risky in my opinion. What breed is Bandit? Bandit is a mutt. He is Border Collie mixed with Black Lab, from my understanding. Crush, thank you for the tier 1 for 11 months. I will resend your alert when we get out of game. Thank you for the support, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Oh, sorry, 11 years. 11 years. It goes to infinite like at 99. Oh, interesting. Okay. You get a nice chicken salad? That sounds delicious. I don't know that, Hannibal. I actually don't know the nuance of it. Like, how far does this spread based on model size? I just know that it just spreads. I'm sure that there's a way to test it in AI and stuff like that. I'm sure there's a way to test and see how far it spreads, but I wouldn't know. I actually wouldn't know off the top of my head. It's a good question, though. If you get a larger target, you get a larger splash. Logically, it kind of makes sense, but we would have to see. Oh my god, Isolation, I think, was thrown on too. This Joanna, her Indestructible will proc at level 20, so she's alive for now. I believe she still has Iron Skin. She also has that Loss of Hope, so she's healing up for quite a bit of her HP. 33 stacks means that she's healing up for like 35% of her total health pool over 5 seconds as Midnight Haze almost gets bursted down by Li Ming. There's a lot of infinite potions with the Super Potion as well. And I'm curious, does it say... Okay, it doesn't do the math for me immediately. I'm just curious. Oh, Tunneling Claws from Dahaka gets him out of there. Mind Control comes out of the Joanna. Now, she doesn't have the Indestructible, still has Iron Skin. Banner of Dalaran does come out. I wanted to look at the Dahaka really... Or not the Dahaka, the Deck Arcane. So, potions are healing for 676. But the super healing potion is 100%. So, what is that, like 1,400 HP? Like 1,300 HP or something like that? On the left-hand side, the core is losing some of its shielding to the Fallen Shaman Camp, pushing through the top lane. Bottom lane has a sliver, maybe like 2% HP on that keep. And the Immortal phase is going to be burned down right now, or at least race through. Li Ming throwing a few combos back, and Virtuoso trying to body block those coming in. Same area last time I checked, but who knows, every time they buff nerf certain heroes. I think the spread mechanic just looks for another hero box within a certain distance of the target. That would make sense. I'm not a developer, so I don't know. That'd be a really good question if I were to ever be able to chat with a developer again. I don't know who. Wow, the mind control, like max distance, but it's just a little bit of poke. As the left-hand side Immortal is going to be defended. Dahaka pushing up the bottom lane, looking to confirm bottom lane keep for just that consistent catapult pressure. Gonna just tongue drag this catapult in quicker. They also, as I mentioned, have Feeding Frenzy, so that pretty much is mitigated, or the cooldown is mitigated. But a good defense, a good play from the side of Archon yields them this Immortal phase into the bottom lane. Bottom lane more defended than top, as our last Immortal phase was won by Archon and pushed in through top. Yeah, I don't know, Hannibal and Trainwreck. Yeah, because it's a good question. Like, if I hit Asmodan, does it splash further than if I hit Murky? I feel like it probably utilizes the center of the player circle rather than maybe the edge, and they probably measure out like, okay, 10 range units from the center of the model, so that way it doesn't really matter. It's always going to be 10 from the center point. I don't know. That's how my brain would take it, but as I said, not a developer. Bottom lane, Immortal pushing through. This is going to get keep. Cataclysm over the core from Deathwing. A lot of members are getting shredded right now. Joanna has her indestructible proc right there. Cassia does go down. The core shielding is falling. Joanna will be picked off. Greymane's on core trying to end things right now. Deathwing with the Molten Flame as Li Ming finds the big burst in damage. The core is not falling. Li Ming's finding resets, and we have ourselves a
Pentakill. Aced.
For the side of Archon as Babymakers defend their core. 32% remains, and the rush across the map begins for the side of Babymakers. It looks like they are going to be able to take game number one. I doubt it takes more than 40-some seconds to be able to rush across this map and start taking down the core. That's a GG. That is looking like it is going to be a GG right there. Those infinite super potions were just not enough, and the floor juice doesn't defend, or I guess the floor juice doesn't win the game. Either way, map number one and our second best of three is going to be going over the side of Babymakers. GG. Well played. Yeah, and this is all theory based off of what I don't know. Like, I'm just guessing. Who heckin' knows? I don't even know if the developers know. All right, let's. We got an alert to resend really quickly. If Stream Elements will load. Stream Elements is being really weird today. Dashboard, activity, resend. Carmelicious and Durumbilu?
I will follow you to the end of the world.
That's how you say your name now. Thanks for the follows.
Subscribed.
11 years of subscription. What a ride.
Thank you, Crush, for the 11 years. You think it'd go from the center point? That makes sense. He lives again. Hey, Rob Dog. What's up, bud? How you doing? So I gotta say, I've been eating at a lot of different places because food is delicious, and it's nice to just, gorge yourself on horrible food that you shouldn't be eating on a daily basis, but you do anyways because it's comforting. One of the days, we went to this place called Plant Powered. And they had a chicken sandwich, so it was vegan chicken sandwich. I literally turned... Whoa! Rob. Trying to talk about a chicken sandwich. Holy shit. Rob, thank you for 10 gifted subs. Holy shit. Thank you. I just realized that I never resent the one from... I was literally blown away. Stanza did 10 gifted subs earlier. I'm sorry, Stream Elements? All right, well, we're going to get 2 stanzas at some point. At some point, it will go through. I don't know, Stream Elements is being weird today. Pause alerts, skip alert, mute alerts, reload. I don't know why it's doing that. Thank you, seriously, Rob, for the 10 gifted subs. You got some awesome people with those subs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think we can pull it back to Bandit and I. We've looked at those stats for a little bit. And, oh, we gotta restart that. There we go. Hi! Bandit's here too. He's right behind me. He's passed out on the bed. Thank you, seriously, so much for the 10 gifted subs. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Rob. Bandit pets, we can absolutely do that. Let's get those bandit pets in, and then we'll get into our next game. Let me do the load-in for the game ahead of time, so we have that done and ready to go. Thank you for redeeming bandit pets. Much appreciated. All right. I'm so much closer to my monitor, and it's like it's in such a better spot where I should be sitting up straight and everything that oh god, the camera. I think it's because I'm tabbing so much. Like, it's something weird when I tab out constantly. Do I like orange? Like the color or like the fruit? Because the fruit I can't eat. The color I do like, yeah. Orange is neat. Yeah, orange is a neat color. Okay, that all looks good. Wait a minute.
Hello.
What a pal. Thank you for gifting a tier 1 to Gingerbread Man. Thank you. Thank you. Very much appreciate that. So I literally think it's because I keep tabbing out and stuff like that. And it's being wonky, but it is what it is. Okay, so that's updated. That's all updated. Glad you're safe. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, we are nice and safe. Just honestly trying to stay busy. Trying to stay as busy as possible so we can keep our minds active. It seems, there's a lot of positive news about the fire in the sense of them having control over it, in the sense of, the firefighters, like, they actually feel like their game plan is working out. So it's 25% contained. That's really, really good. I'm hoping that, by the end of the weekend, we're like over 50%, and then we can start rolling back into town. They have started lifting evacuation areas, but that's for like the early areas in the fire, in the sense of, here, I have the map right here, actually. So in the early part of the fire, we can actually zoom in. The early part of the fire was in like this Pleasant Valley area, Cedar Grove, Pollock Pines. They have lifted the evacuation for those areas. They're still on, I think they moved them back to like yellow. So they're still like, if something weird happens with the wind, you might have to go. But like a lot of people are like, those areas are like, you can go back for safety. So, we got a ways to go. The big thing is like, if it just doesn't creep over this ridge, as long as it doesn't come down Carson Ridge and stuff like that, we're good. But for anyone that does know or doesn't know, right here where my cursor is, that's basically Heavenly. That's about Heavenly. It's a little bit more north, a little bit over here. Regardless, it's creeping up to the backside of Heavenly, so they're using a lot of Heavenly as staging and places to control. Caldor Fire becoming contained at the same time as Blastoise's release. Coincident? I think not. Isolation is the same whoever you hit, and the range is the distance from the target. Dummies on the try mode. Oh, well, there you go. Easy enough. It works like Stukov's heal when it bounces to target. Okay. Thank you, Be Crazy. Thanks for checking that. All right, let's get those bandit pets in. And then we'll get into map number 2. Okay. With all the snowmakers, Heavenly could assist in squashing as long as they're aimed right. They're actually using the snowmakers to actually try and kind of dampen the area so that everything's kind of wet. So if there's any embers that blow in, those embers will basically extinguish themselves because there's the words that I can't use. The snow guns are active. There was an interview with the fire chief, and literally, no, Google, don't look up snow guns. There's an interview with the fire chief, or one of the chiefs, and they quite literally, like, they showed what is called Gun Barrel, which is one of the runs that you go up from Cow Lodge, and you can actually see that all of the guns were just pointed on Gun Barrel, just like soaking the mountain. You worked in years, skiers are back to the east. Nice. Just finished watching the cast from last night's game. Thanks again. Love the casting. Oh, you're talking to Crush. Took me a second. I'm like, I didn't stream yesterday. What? Okay, everybody. I do believe we are ready to go into our next our next map in our best of 3 series. So let's do the full open, and I will see you in Infernal Shrines. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Nexus Gaming Series Heroic Division matchup. On the left-hand side, we have Archon. We are going to be seeing... No, this is not correct. God dang it. Why are you like this? Why are you like this, teams? You have one simple job, and that simple job is to not constantly change sides on me. Why are you like this? Why are you like this, teams? Change that. Change that. I love your casting too, Bahamut. Honestly, we have a lot of good casters. Now you're just saying that because I called you. No, just kidding. Thank you for the kind words. Hey, we don't have a live caster. Let's keep switching sides. Hee. Probably them. All right, well, they're never getting casted again because Baby Makers are over in the blue, and we'll be seeing Paper Tanks on the Vala, Marbuckle going to be on the Hogger, Dead Wish will be on that Kerrigan, Decibels on the Tyrael, and Freckle Bob on the Stukov. Over in the red, we are looking at the members of Archon. We have Fatal Rampage on Leoric, Midnight Haze on the Cassia, JTR will be on the Uther, Little Bex on that Anduin, and Virtuoso on the Arthas. All right, let's see what happens here for map number 2, Infernal Shrines. We are staying Diablo themed for this best of 3 so far, playing on Battlefield and moving to Infernal Shrines. In my opinion, some of the best maps. I personally absolutely love Battlefield of Eternity and Infernal Shrines. I think they're really good competitive maps, and holy jeez, that is going to be a very, very, very fast First Blood. Going over the side of Archon as the rotations have begun. Hogger in top lane, Fatal Rampage up in top as well. Gonna try and mop up all of these minions. Have you missed me, chat? Are you sick of me yet? Do you wish I would go away? Well, too bad. Dead Wish taking a lot of damage right now as Virtuoso is chasing in, but they need to back away because the cavalry has arrived, and a few of the members are getting low on the side of Archon, and it's looking a little hairy for them right there. Yes, bring back Bandit. Yeah, I get it. Mortar Punisher will be mid lane first. Not a bad start, not a bad Punisher. Not the best in the world, but holy jeez, that's a lot of damage onto Tyrael. He goes down. Another kill in favor for the side of Archon, as actually 2 members get hit by the trait of Tyrael, and that will allow him to have 10% off of his death timer per enemy hero hit, so he'll get 20% off that death timer. How much time that is, I don't know. We'd have to have someone die like simultaneously so we can see it right next to each other. We can actually look at this. Where is it? I think it's actually on the healing stat, which okay, so time dead. He was only dead for 16 seconds. Whereas Vala died a little bit before that, and she was dead for 15, so interesting, regardless. Uther is going to be going hammer with the Lightbringer at 1. Into Holy Shock at level 4, so not going to be going for the Hammer of Justice sort of build, so you just constantly are chasing in, then you get the movement speed at level 4 to be able to chase into the enemy side. Kerrigan utilizing the Ravage and the Ravage and Impale, no, Primal Grasp and Impale to be able to clear out this wave a little bit faster. Virtuoso hanging out in the rotation as Cassia and Anduin grab the camp on the right. On the left-hand side, Paper Tanks and Frecklebob will be doing the same. I'm only joking, of course. No, I've taken it personally. I think this is my last day I ever stream. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, of course. Y'all are sweet, amazing people. Thank you. Just, I'm gonna go ahead and get myself a animated avatar, and I'm gonna become a VTuber. Sorry, everyone. We're moving to YouTube gaming as well as a VTuber now. Bahamut Gaming is dead. I thought YouTube gaming died, and then people are like, this person got signed, this person got signed. Like, what? I thought it was. When did it happen? Anime Baja. Yes, I will be. I'll be everyone's Zaddy. I think that's the correct term for it. Just Zaddy Anime Baja. Waifu pillows? I only have like 6 or 7. Yeah, what is it like? Dr. Lupo and Tim the Tatman are now on YouTube Gaming. I saw a screenshot, like, Tim the Tatman had like 100,000 viewers over in YouTube Gaming. Obviously, it's inflated. Obviously, they're lying about their numbers so that way they can look... I don't know. Who knows, honest to God. I really, like... It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. Just throwing money at streamers. Does anyone know how much money they actually get? Did they announce, like, publicly, like, Tim the Tatman accepted, like, $2 million contract or something like that? That's what I'm curious if any of that information's public. Because I know, like, when, like, there was, like, what was it, like, when Ninja went to Mixer or whatever, like, I think it was, like, public, like, how much money he made. People lying? Sickens me. Good cleanse out from Uther just to get rid of any sort of slow that would have set up a kill into Midnight Haze, and it's still 3 kills ahead in favor for the side of Archon as they sit 1 game up in this best of 3 series in this Infernal Shrines map, and they also have those early kills as well. Can they make it a 4th kill overall for the friendly team? The body blocking's there, the damage is available, Dead Wish is low, JTR will be traded out, Vala finishes 1 stack for Creed the Hunter out of the, I believe, 250? Yes. And Uther and Cassia do go down, so it is going to be a 1 for 2 in favor for the side of Baby Makers. No exact amount, but Lupo said it set him up for a long time. Okay, nice. Hey, YouTube Gaming, throw some money at me. I know you need a Heroes of Stormcaster. I know you got to corner that Heroes of Storm market. It's ever expanding. It's only a matter of months before Blizzard, you know, they're doing a great job of investing into their game and the esport. It's just gonna explode. I'm telling you. I mean, CCL's in the launcher. CCL is on the launcher, and it wasn't for just 8 hours. Still too soon? It'll always be too soon. We laugh through the pain. We laugh through the pain. What is it like? There's the meme of like the dude who has like the mask, which is like normal face, but underneath he's crying. That's all of us. That's all of us. We all know that. That's what makes it great. We all recognize that. It's like things aren't the best, but at least we got, we got CCL, we have NGS, we got Heroes Lounge. We got a lot of stuff. We got X Cup. We got a lot of cool stuff. Leorc does go down. Master Clash. I remember when I was talking with like Workhorse about like when CCL was starting, he's like, you know how like Warcraft, there's like the Back to Warcraft channel, which always has like the biggest events, blah blah blah. He's like, I think CCL could be that. Like, I think CCL could be like that big event for Here's the Storm. But right now, Uther is gonna go down. There's a light bomb. There's an entomb. There's a lot being utilized there. Kerrigan still has her heroic if she wants to pop that Psionic Storm, Maelstrom, excuse me. Doesn't actually end up doing so. Can't type that fast to relay the message. What? What? Who? I can't read fast enough. I only have so much chat room on my monitor. I can only see so much of it. Chat moves so fast. Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is true. Like, I watch a lot of Barbarous King because I like a lot of the games that he plays, and he's entertaining to me. I rarely talk in his chat because, like, I've said something here and there, like, in response to what he's talking about. Like, he was talking about MOBAs one time, and I was like, oh, I'm a MOBA caster. And he didn't even see it, but half his not half his chat, but there was a couple people in his chat, because saying half his chat would be like 1,000 people. A few people in his chat were like, holy shit, I feel bad for you. Because he was talking about, like, the community side of things. I was like, yeah, no, I do MOBA casting, and yeah, absolutely, it can be that way. There's also a lot of people who do, like, I've actually seen some streamers who have, like, larger chats. They have, like, 3 chat windows open on a monitor, so they can basically see, like, 3 rows of chat moving, so that way they can actually catch older messages. Regardless, big fight breaking out, huge Rain of Vengeance. That's going to be a Divine Storm up from Uther setting up. They have the Maelstrom in from Kerrigan. She's trying to slice and dice. It's a trade right now. Vala for Leoric, and Vala, keep in mind, did go into that Creed of the Hunter at level 1, so she does have the Gambit to lose out on, and we can check what those stacks are looking like in just a second, because Kerrigan continues the fight right now. Big bounces from this Hogger as he actually bounces to the side, gets back into the Sanctification of Tyrael. Virtuoso with a sliver of health. Frecklebob needed 1 auto, because that's Stukov, and Stukov's autos hit like a literal bus. Vala back from death. Leoric did cheat, and he's on his way in here right now. We do have the army popped by the Arthas to sustain himself. And Kerrigan is just shredding through these skeletal defenders. Jump onto the Hogger. Actually, it's going to be Kerrigan. Excuse me. Cassia finding that kill into Hogger right there. But the YouTube equals Jethro Lupo skewered for life, which can afford him more time with his family. That's really cool, though. Can't find anything on Tim or anyone else. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. I mean, being set for life by playing video games, that's probably a sizable chunk of change. I mean, I'm sure he's got a really good deal. I'm sure YouTube Gaming's gonna showcase some new stuff. Like, someone was pointing out, Lakefu was pointing it out, that YouTube Gaming doesn't have, like, gifted subs, I don't think. Like, you can't gift a sub to someone. Which they're pointing out, I'm like, they're like, it's free money. It's free real estate. I don't know, a little surprising. They don't have a lot of stuff. Do they have bits and stuff? Like, can you cheer, or is it just like one sort of support method for YouTube Gaming? I've literally never looked at the site, honest to God. Maybe I will one day. Why haven't you paid Baha a few $1 million? You have to switch to YouTube? They're a bunch of cowards, obviously. Obviously, they're all cowards. Terrified of how I would corner the market. Dr. Lupo and Tim the Tapman, no one go to their channels because they'd all be here. Obviously. It's only donos and subs. That's kind of weird. And I'm assuming the donos are cash. They're not like bits or whatever, you know, YouTube currency they've made up where they can basically... You can spend $20 but get $15. I'll give you $20 for $15. Oh, okay, sure. I still buy bits. I still buy them myself. But every time I buy bits, I'm just like, let's put on the clown makeup. It also giving other things people can really help, especially a pretty lady cat. Oh. What? There's a pretty lady cat? That's weird. Speaking of subs, by the way, it is September. And we are going to be doing a Baja Ross giveaway in October. So we will have a raffle starting up fairly soon. I need to look at a calendar for it, but we will have a raffle coming up soon. My apologies, we have not focused on this game very much. There's a lot of good things happening here. Good rotations. Chat was even saying, I saw someone in chat pointing out there's a really good sanctification from the Tyrael earlier during a top lane engagement, and I absolutely agree. These Tyrael sanctifications have been very on point. Arthas looking to invade on this camp on the left-hand side. Paper Tanks and Stukov, Frecklebob immediately run away. Deshables trying to get out of here, and Leoric is zoning him as well. This pops his Frozen Tempest on the point, and it's just going to be a camp stolen away easily for the side of Archon. I mean, we will do a hot tub stream here. 1,000 subs, chat. We're like halfway there. We're a little bit less than halfway there to 1,000 subs. And then we'll do a hot tub stream. It'll be awesome. Okay, subs and cash, interesting. Thank you, Kalis, much appreciated. Obviously, you know the answer to that. 16 up on both sides. Decibels is going to be just walking his way, I guess floating his way out of this one. Massive shove from the Stukov. Vala finishes another stack on Kree the Hunter. I wanted to check, actually, how many times did she die? She has 2 deaths, so she's lost 2 stacks on her mortgage talent. Arthas is going to finish out his level 4 Frozen Tempest quest, or Frozen Waste quest, so he does have that reward of the extra slow against the enemy hero, but the fight will continue to break out. We have the Sanctification perfectly timed. We have the Maelstrom as well. Deadwish jumping in. Divine Storm from the Uther. Maelstrom still going out. Deadwish is not able to find a kill. Pops the Chrysalis. There will be a ball lightning from Cassia. Uther traded out for the Tyrael. Tyrael looking for an explosion onto an enemy hero to get a little bit of cheated time on that death timer. I think it was like nearly 40 seconds, and they dropped down by about 9 or so seconds into that 31 area. So nice little bit of death timer reduction, and it will be coming back way faster than that Uther, even dying after him. But the objective phase, it's still going over to the side of Baby Makers. Top lane still has the camp pushing in as well. Kerrigan trying to make the big play here and finds a double kill in the end. We're looking at a solid
Triple kill
for Baby Makers as the top lane fort is going to go down. So 3 kills. I guess a Tyrael kill and a fort for 3 kills, but you also get the Punisher to push in through bottom lane. Will they be able to get the fort? They should be easily enough able to on the side of Baby Makers. There'll be a lot of knees. There'll be a lot of knees. Absolutely. Oh, all right. So 8 up on both sides, 17 talents or levels, and Deadwish pushes in through this lane. Kerrigan going for something right now, but it's not going to connect. Fatal Rampage just going to be able to respawn right in front of this keep front gate. The Immortal pulled back. Going to take some decent, damage. Another jump should be available in a second here. It goes over to Uther, and the well will be saved, and they're actually doing a phenomenal job on the side of Archon, pulling this Punisher off of the keep and consistently damaging and fighting it in lane. The keep is just now taking its first bit of damage from the siege from Punisher. Obviously, they lost the front gate, but still, extremely well played and microed from the side of Archon. Bot, gate, or mid fort? Which is more valuable? Kind of depends a little bit, I feel, on like where the next Punisher spawn is. Maybe then that it's like that's kind of like if the next Punisher's top lane, that's huge. That's huge for the side of Archon. A lot of push potential there. Though, on the other hand, it actually is. I was gonna say on the other hand, it could be in bottom again, but that's like, it's such a small percentage chance that it could be. So mid lane would have been the other option. So it either would have been top or mid. Mid would have been still better for Archon because they already have that little bit of pre-pressure. The gate's already down through mid as well. So kind of, I wouldn't say 50-50. I'd say like 60-30 sort of deal. I'm waiting for chat to I'm waiting for someone to do that math really quickly. I'm waiting for someone to be like, wait a minute, but Bahamut, that doesn't add up. Well, 60-30, sure. No, sounds... Oh, okay, cool. All right. Well, chat says the math's right, then obviously the math's right. Because chat never messes up math. Thank you. Okay, good. Glad to know it checks out. Very, very happy about that. Frozen Punisher will be next up in the top lane. Kerrigan ravaging her way through mid. Oh, I mean, should Baby Makers left once they took the fort bottom and then gone mid for the fort too? Or is it worth to go bot keep wall for the next Punisher phase ends? Well, so the next Punisher... So the issue is that it's not going to be bottom again. Obviously, the Punisher, it's like you rarely, we're talking like legendary amount of like small percentage that you have to get for it to be the same lane. I think you definitely could have rotated into mid and absolutely gone for the secondary fort. Absolutely. I think the idea in the call was to play off the Punisher push and potentially be able to find another kill, a stagger death, because that was, keep in mind, it was a Tyrael died and then 3 members on the opposing side were dead. Leoric respawned just as the Punisher got here, so I think, and maybe I'm misremembering the death timers and everything, but I think the idea was that they would have been able to push their way through bottom and find the keep for consistent catapult pressure that wouldn't have matched into their well, there wouldn't be any catapult pressure to match into the side of Baby Maker since there's still the fort down in bottom lane. So at least that's my theory on it all, potentially. Baha, will you stream our Division D West game tonight? No one signed up for it. I probably will not be doing a live game as I am currently evacuated from my house and I do not plan to stream for like as much as I normally do back home. Today was just kind of like, I want to stream, I want to say hi, we're going to cast a few games, but I think we're just doing replays tonight. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah, today unfortunately is like the worst day to schedule a game because Thursdays are just... It's the busiest day. Everyone always schedules games on Thursday. Like, I was looking at the list earlier, and it's just massive, the amount of people that, or amount of games that are uncasted. But I'm sorry, we got a fight breaking out, and there's a great sanctification. There's a Hog Wild from Marbuckle. Leoric does finish out his Mithril Mace, but he was picked off, so he's going to try and, oh my god, no, he's not going to be able to find much slow help. Not slow help, but he's not going to be able to get any of that slow value in his ghost form to stop any extra kills. The Uther did respawn. He did go redemption at level 20, so you have that down for the next 3 minutes. Paper Tank's poking onto the enemy side. She is Farflight Quiver, so at max hatred, her range is 8.25. That is, besides, what, Sergeant Hammer, that's probably the longest range for auto attack in the game. There's always someone in chat who's like, do you remember this person? I'm like, right. But with Farflight Quiver, I believe that takes her to almost the highest range. Outside of Sergeant Hammer, who's like 13. Interesting decision either way. Absolutely. Good question as well, Hannibal. Very good question. So Punisher, frozen through the top lane. Vala keeping her hatred up. And she can attack from basically out of even tower range, because tower range is actually like 8. So she's literally untargetable right now. Look at her just go. She's just sitting there just chilling, just sustain damaging her way through that fort. Punisher is going to make its way through the top lane, and they're trying on the side of Archon to bait this over towards the mid lane fort. Deadwish is going to be dealing... actually, Deadwish is taking a lot of damage from Fatal Rampage, who is going to get knocked back by the Hogger. Fort goes down, Keep goes down, excuse me, through the bottom lane. There's going to be a sanctification from the Tyrael. There's going to be a double kill into the side of Archon. Kerrigan jumping through this enemy team, and they're looking to shred their way in and potentially take the game here and take us to a map at number 3. But can they do it? Midnight does go down. Or is going to be starting to fall here. There is going to be a decent amount of damage going into this, and it's looking like this is, yes, going to be game number 2 over to the side of Baby Makers. We take us to a game 3. GG, well played.